Welcome to this lesson, which is on the introduction to academic writing. First, we have to start with defining the term academic writing. What is academic writing? Academic writing refers to any writing that creates and analyzes a knowledge which is more formal and more aligned to the formal roles of the academic community of scholars in any field, in your field. Like for instance, yours is in the field of education, or it can be in the field of maybe science, etc. It involves learning a set of new rules or academic rules and learning how to play with those rules, and based on the audience and the purpose of writing. Why are you writing? To whom are you writing? So, in a way, as much as it is argumentative, you use that language to persuade someone to buy into your perspective, and it refers to oral, written, auditory, and visual language proficiency required to learn effectively in schools or academic programs. There are many purposes to academic writing. One, it communicates complex ideas clearly and precisely and in a very logical and reasoned manner. And you have to give evidence on why you saying it, why you saying what, why you writing this. Okay? So it is an advanced literacy skill. It involves reading and writing and also other skills that also has to do with investigating and also analysis, but it requires a host of demanding skills that are more research based, and it follows a rule, sometimes the correctness or just the standard of formal written English, especially for English course or related courses. It teaches you how to write in academic acceptable in ways that are acceptable to the community of scholars, and also for an audience to have an understanding of the content and arguments and messages you are bringing forward or you are trying to convey. Okay, so when you are writing, it has to be done in a formalized tone and style, and in which your reader are able to understand and comprehend what you have written to them. So academic writing, we can say, is planned and it's focused, and it answers questions and demonstrate an understanding of the subject. It is structured. It displays coherence, logical order, correctness of points and material. It is evidence. It ensures that arguments and opinions are supported by concrete evidence and referenced appropriately. So we say it is formal in tone and style. So it uses appropriate language, appropriate grammar, tenses, vocabulary, and it's clear and concise and also balanced. The types of academic writing, we have 4 types to discuss here. The first one is descriptive. That specific details need to be put out there to paint a picture in the reader's mind. You need to use literary devices such as analogy, simile, metaphors, personification, which is not much really needed, but then you have to add some depth to the author's descriptions. It's done in correct and acceptable descriptive language, and it's organized in order of sequence, like it can be done chronologically based on time, especially based on the location or the setting, and also in the order of importance. It's also written in analytical manner. Okay, so to uncover and unpack the deeper meaning of specific details and evidence and its significance, to critically illustrate the connection between diverse ideas or evidence, to assess and evaluate the strength and the weakness of particular or a particular issue, to synthesize and engage with sources to support and create an overall argument, and lastly, to answer why and how, or so what, and goes beyond the who, what, and where. The types of academic writing: persuasive. This involves the ethos that refers to how you as the writer present yourself. Your own character should manifest in your writing, establish your credible, useful skill and virtue and goodwill towards the reader in the best light. It also involves logos that refers to the logical arguments that you bring forward, the evidence that you present, through statistics, through research-based fact, etc. So you need to structure your argument with backed up evidence from real life experience and end with a powerful conclusion stating your stance. Where do you stand? Pathos, which involves the author's appeal to emotion through the expression of suffering and experiences with the phenomenon. Share your experiences, such as describing an event, maybe a painful event, to either win the reader's sympathy, or I urge them to maybe consider someone else's feeling and have a solid understanding of your target reader's audience. Academic writing should be critical. It should involve your point of view, because you need to convince someone, so you have to unpack a problem or topic from more than one perspective, making logical connection between ideas, offering perspective on the phenomenon based on your evaluation of the available evidence. It is usually done from multiple sources in order to develop an argument, and it also identifies the strengths and weaknesses and possible gray areas between different part of information collected, as you consider whether the source is reliable, relevant, up to date, or accurate. So you also need to reference it. It should be referential for it to be reliable. Break down information to see how different parts are connected from other sources, with other sources, and build on it to create or support your argument, and also explain how you feel about the work and why. So lastly, it is reflective. Okay, it helps you as the writer to make improvement for the future based on the experience that you have gained through your writing, through your research, etc. It should answer the question like, what is next, or what next? It looks for suggestion for further research, for further possibilities, for further maybe extended thinking, and reasoning. It needs to develop a link between your experiences and practice, and also existing knowledge from the theoretical and also from the personal perspective. It should show understanding and appreciation of different perspectives of your own, and show recognition that you understand your own understanding is likely incomplete, and situations are really clear cut and simplicity. Okay, a show learning result from the reflection, either by discovering something new or confirming existing knowledge, and how you plan to use it. You see, how do you plan to use the knowledge that you have gained? How do you confirm or plan to execute or to enhance the existing knowledge? So lastly, it requires critical and analytic thought and a clear line of argument, and the use of evidence through examples of personal experience and thoughts, and often also theoretical literature. So you need to link all those together. Okay, thank you. This is the end.